Heather Earles here. Thanks for coming on today's episode. This week, like every week, I'll be talking about natural living and healthy tips that will get you to rethink how you live and what products or habits you can easily change to better your life. So let's get started. Hey everyone, today we're going to be talking about cramps. All of us get them, whether it's nocturnal leg cramps, growing pains, or growing cramps, or when you're working out and you're sweating out a ton of electrolytes, and then at night you get cramps. Sometimes even just working in the garden, bending over, picking beans, stuff like that, you can get cramps, cutting firewood. So we're going to talk about natural ways to get rid of them. In other words, prevention and cures. So the first one is essential oil mixture. This mixture works for anyone in their cramps. I use it when my younger children and teens get growing pains because it's something I can put in a bowl. You set it by their bed, and then at night if they get cramps, they can apply it themselves. If they're too young for that, then obviously just keep the mixture in your room and then you can apply it in the middle of the night. Because you can kind of tell when a child goes to bed if they're going to start getting cramps. So I always just prepare the oil mixture ahead of time. So in a glass bowl, you mix 4 tablespoons of olive oil and 8 to 10 drops of Young Living's Panaway essential oil. You just mix and apply with your fingers to the area that's cramping. Now, if your child or teen is old enough, like I said, leave it by the bed. If not, keep it in your room because you don't want to have your child try to drink it or, put their fingers in their mouth or stuff like that. And then afterwards, depending on what time it is at night, you apply heat. So take a rice pack, warm it up in the microwave for about 2 minutes, apply it over the oil mixture but on a cloth because you don't want to get oils on the rice pack, right? So if you don't want to do that, usually the oil mixture will just work on its own. Otherwise, again, just heat. And you can use a rice pack or heat to any cramping area, whether you're using the oil mixture or not. So next, take a warm shower or bath. This works really, really well if you have kids in sports or you yourself play, recreational basketball, volleyball, or you're working out and you have sore muscles. Just come home, take a warm shower or bath, and just kind of relieve some of that tension that your muscles are going through. So always you kind of, you're sweating out electrolytes, sodium, salt, right? So if you add a little bit of sodium to your water, it will help so you don't get the cramps. So, things like club soda or anything that has sodium to help prevent dehydration and cramping. And we're going to move on to potassium and magnesium. There's certain minerals and vitamins that help muscles function. So by adding things to your diet that have potassium and magnesium, foods, of course, like potatoes have an incredible amount of potassium in them, and other fruits and vegetables like apricots, honeydew, grapefruit, cucumbers, peas, broccoli, spinach. You can also use supplements for potassium and magnesium. Those foods I just listed are high in potassium. These foods are high in magnesium. Things like cashews, peanuts, almonds, spinach, and other dark leafy greens, okay? And again, you can always take supplements. Now, one of my top key remedies for cramps is tonic water. Okay, it has quinine in it, and it will help relieve cramps almost immediately, within seconds. So for instance, my husband, he gets cramps a lot of times in his legs at night, the really painful ones that go on the inside of your legs or your calves. He always has a bottle of tonic water by his bedstand. Whenever he gets a cramp, he literally just chugs it down. If the cramp doesn't go away immediately, he just gives another couple chugs, and honestly, the cramp disappears because of that ingredient. So you can keep it by the bed if you're prone to cramping, and or like I said, if you just sweat it out a ton and you kind of feel like you're going to get one, keep that by your bedstand. Okay, and just a little tidbit, quinine was first used to cure malaria during World War I. And it's also been used to prevent and treat leg cramps like we were talking about, and for use with fever and pain. Now, you don't want to, drink a bottle of quinine tonic water every single day, because prolonged administration of quinine may produce toxic symptoms and is not advisable. But if we're talking, you're just chugging it down for the cramps that come every once in a while, that is not going to hurt you one bit. It will help you because it's going to relieve those painful cramps that we all experience. Sometimes you get up in the middle of the night. So those are my quick tips, but ones that really do help. Like I said, tonic water can be used for teens, kids. Obviously watch the amount, but for younger children, I would just suggest using that oil mixture and the heat and warm baths. Okay. All right. Well, I hope that helps you. Go out to the store and grab some tonic water and the essential oils, and you will be ready the next time a cramp hits. Thanks for listening to today's episode of Urban Wisdom and Natural Living. Tune in next week where I'll broadcast live every Monday morning at 8 a.m. If you miss it live, hold those tears and head on over to my blog, which is heatherearles.com. That's Heather, EARLES.com. There you can have 24/7 access or right here on iTunes. If you want to follow me on social media, you'll find me on Twitter, Facebook, Instagram, LinkedIn, and Pinterest. Have a healthy week.